You know, there comes a time in our lives when we take a look back and we look back at our roots and the things that and the people that have made the greatest impact in our lives. And when we do that, we discover some very important people that have made that impact, and that individual is so much of who we are today. And in this event today, the 5K Park Fest 2016, before we got started here today, I had the pleasure of meeting Marley Q. We know Marley Q already at this point. If you don't know Marley Q, you don't know her by now. Today with us right now, and with her more importantly, is her fourth grade teacher, Miss Giro. Giro. And I'm going to let them take over right now because it's about them and this coming together and what an inspiration it is. So I'm going to let Marley take over right now and introduce her fourth grade teacher who has been such an important part of her life and is with us here today.
Thank you, and I'll do this without getting emotional. I've shared this story so many times, and it means the world to me that you're here, Miss Giro. The first person, I get asked a lot, why did you start this movement? Why kindness? Why do you do this? Where did it all start? And if I can trace it back, I trace it back always to my fourth grade teacher, Miss Giro. I was very, very shy and introverted and quiet, believe
Now
it
that is really, really hard to believe right now. I'm having a difficult time with that.
It's so true. It's so true. And our fourth grade class was having a field trip to like a park cleanup. And my favorite superhero was Captain Planet. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get to go to the park and clean up and be a superhero. And I was so excited. And then I go home with my field trip form and I couldn't go because it cost, $10, $20? I don't know what it cost to go. And I couldn't go to this field trip and I was heartbroken. I had my head down in the class and Miss Giro tapped me on the shoulder and it was like, I was scared a little bit because she's like, step outside. I'm like, what did I do? Like, she just whispered in my ear, step outside. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. I step outside and she gets down like on her knee and she's like, listen to me. I know that you're sad that you can't go on this field trip, but I need you to understand something. You don't need money in this world to make a difference. You need to be kind, and you are kind every day. You're the most kind person I know. You have the kindest heart of anyone I know. That's what she said. And you come in here and you smile every day and you bright up, my day. You hold the door open for people. You sit down and gave your pencil. You sit down next to so-and-so during lunch and no one sits down to him. And those acts of kindness have the power to change the world. So just be yourself and be kind, okay? You hear me? Wipe that off and go inside. I'm like, okay, Ms. Giro. And I went inside and that was that. But it's not only until 20 years later when you really look back, like, why do I care about this so much? It was that conversation. And you just really going out of your way every day to make me feel present, to make me feel like you noticed that I was there. Even when I was quiet and reserved and shy and afraid to raise my hand, you were incredibly kind and I've never forgotten that. So to be able to find you after so many years and have you come to our event last year and have you be here this year just means the world to me, and I'm so grateful. She'll be choked up. I told you, we can't interview with emotional things.
Miss Giro, tell us about this incredible human being to your right and why you're so proud of her.
I am almost speechless, and that is very difficult for me. Marley is, and I look at her now, and I know she's a grown-up woman, beautiful, but I see my little girl in fourth grade, and she, as kind as she is now, she was always that kind to everyone. It didn't matter who it was. It didn't matter if they spoke to that child or not, if that child was important or not. She was always there. She was a sunshine of our lives. She always had a smile no matter how bad situations were. So she is the sunshine. And it is an honor and it is a privilege that I have to not only be with you last year and this year, but to see the beautiful person that you have become. And if we had more people like you, we would be in such a wonderful and better place than we are. And I thank you every day Every day of my life, I thank you for being who you are and for being blessed by you and what you do and what you do every year. It's a driving in, you feel the vibes of how good this is. And last year was just as good as this year. It's fabulous. Fabulous.
Fabulous.
And
Fabulous.
please continue. And I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you both for being here and for all you all do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Giro. Thank you so much for what you did, not only for Marley, I am absolutely certain that you were the sunshine in many, many other children's lives, and that is so important.
You just
You made us all tear
made a
up here.
difference in
It's
our
like,
lives today by being here. So we're inspired that you were here today. And we
for
thank you
being
very,
here.
very much.
In honor of Ms. Giro, I created my very first product, were these I Am Kindness cards. It's a gift set of 21 cards. They're double-sided with 42 different acts of kindness, simple things that you can do every day. And I dedicated that, if you read like the message that comes with it, I dedicated that to Ms. Giro because I believe that we are all the spark, especially children. And what we're doing here today is being the example of what we wish to see in the world for other people, and it starts with you. And I appreciate you acknowledging me, being the first person to acknowledge me as kindness as a superpower, something that I have, not something that I have to, do or be or become. It's something that I am. So just be who you are is enough. And the smallest acts of kindness, no matter how small they are, they make a difference profoundly. I've never forgotten that act of kindness in 20 plus years. Who's counting?
Nobody's counting. Thank you both for being who you are, for loving who you are, and for bringing that forward and touching many, many more lives. And I'm sure that this is going to be not only a testament to you, Ms. Giro, a testament to you and your superpower. I love that. Just because this is going to be an event, a movement that is going to go on for many lifetimes. And we're going to change lives. We are changing lives right here, right now. So thank you. Thank you both.
On behalf of all of our listeners, from the bottom of our hearts, we kindly thank you. And we are so grateful to be parked
Part of
right
this,
here
yes.
because both of you are sparking us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.